I can help you. All right, so welcome to the talent show at the Morris. If you're a talent person and you're walking inside, you're going to be next on stage. You'll be able to talk around. Oh, here we go. We have another person. Welcome. Welcome to the Talent Performer Center at the Morris Brenner Hotel. If you got a talent and you want to share with people, you can speak. And it's the microphone that's coming after you. And it's the microphone that know where you live. Not really talent show. Yeah. The manager vision, and this is going to be Jungle Gym.
Well, hello there. My name is Jim. That's with a G, G-Y-M, Jungle Jim. This is Ian. He's our contractor. Go ahead, say a few words to the folks, Ian.
Hi, thanks for welcoming me here today. I'm glad you're all attending. And I think your best bet is to do your restroom on the inboard side of the building envelope instead of creating a new building envelope.
That's probably true. I hate to use up space in the building, though.
How many square feet are we talking? 100? 10 by 10?
Thank you very much, guys. That was Jungle Gym and Ian. Thank you very much.
Are we just wasting electricity?
Have microphone running and people explain like a panel.
Oh, it's on air now. I didn't know if yeah. Oh no, I know. Yeah. Just test. No, that's how. I kind of knew it was. That's why. The other thing we'd like to. No, that's good. Well, remember with your lean-to, we did 4 here for the hard point for the post. Slab, that's everything. Cover it. Oh, check slab. Of course. Yeah, we just dig up here. Plant concrete. Put some bolts up. Building we go. That's easy.
Yates put up here because I showed Yates the basics yesterday.
Awesome.
So Yates could like just cover this.
And then so here's kind of a real neat way to do your project. You
Actually, that's good.
create a post line, and then this is just kind of wood. There's a million other ways to do it. Line of here, point, 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 point. Couple posts.
Thank you very much for Stuart and Studio M. You guys did fantastic job. Let me ask you, it's going to be. It's going to say Studio M on the side or LoadedTV? Is that doable to make it happen to be Studio M?
Right.
You can say both.
Yeah, I can try from down here and change it. But,
I appreciate you making feedback.
I have so many different options. Clear. And
Hey, hey, hey. Yeah. Hey. you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah? Go ahead and go. Here you go.
Okay. Ooh. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. 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 Are you the tourist? Well, thank you everybody for coming to this meeting. Hey guys. Okay, let's start. I'd like to welcome everybody to this meeting. Oh, good, JJ, yay. My name is Alien, and I'm the head of the DEA, which you will hear about eventually tonight. We are going. We are going to start with JJ, and he's going to give us a presentation about the conference that he was just at over in San Francisco. After that, we'll have Vision Talk, and he's going to talk a little bit about some more about the Morris. Then I will talk about the DEA and about the different departments that are within the DEA, and keep in mind that all of these are always looking for volunteers, and it is amazing to be involved in this project. The warmth of the family that you become a part of, it's just amazing. So I hope that you find something that touches you and interests you, and none of us bite, so you can, yeah, we don't bite hard. So with that, I will hand it over to JJ.
Hi, everybody. I'm sitting. Thank you. Do I have to? Can everybody see me? Oh, come on. I didn't know I was talking about the GLC, but the GLC was amazing. You know, GLC's a gathering of the regional representatives from all over the world. And it started off with the introduction of the players in front of the whole crew. And as soon as they finished their little introductions, I got up and talked about the Morris Burner Hotel. It was pretty intimidating, but the response was amazing. We talked about, I spent my time talking about and learning about legal things and entities and forms, and had some really good discussions about that. About one of the things that we talked about a lot was turning this into a we're going to be able to turn it into a club, and turning it into, there's equity versus non-equity. Non-equity is something that people can become members in and they come and enjoy it. Equity is an entity. It's like a golf country club where people can actually buy in and own it, and possibly taking this thing and structuring it as a for-profit, where people that want to invest in it just like you could invest in Exxon, but it's burners investing in burners, and possibly make it something that burners could have a return and invest in an entity. It's something kind of strange. Everybody said, wow, it's not a bad idea. So, we've got discussions like that going on, and I like it. Everybody that talked about that was very positive. It allows the people that invest in it to have some say in what happens. It's not out of the question to take this thing. And I mean, this thing has the potential to make money, and even making money in keeping it very affordable. We've said, and I think we're going to try doing room rates that are whatever you want to pay, whatever you're comfortable with, pay for a room. And that lets people that have no money to stick $10 in there for a room, and people that have money stick $100 in there. And you know, nobody's got any clue how that will work. They do that in Europe a lot with restaurants. So that's something. Anyway, the GLC itself was amazing. I had lots of classes on legal structures and really good one on sexual harassment and dealing with that and setting up. You know, we may end up setting up a tent next to the first aid tent that's a safe place. If somebody gets harassed, go. There's someone there to help you. You know, really, really important to me that this place be a safe house. What else? I wasn't planning on talking about it, but anyway. Am I part of Burning Man? No. Burning Man asked us if we were interested in going under the Burning Man corporate umbrella as an entity, and we pretty much said, yeah, sounds interesting, and basically said no. I know. I mean, I don't know that there's this thing, you know, the more we talk about it, what we've created here, you know, sort of kind of by accident, sort of kind of by design, has some pretty wide-reaching implications. It's something that this thing could easily be done and duplicated, and we could actually collectively start a business of putting burner hotels around the world. I mean, you know, I know, it's really kind of interesting. You know, 7 months ago, 8 months ago, I walked back here, and this place, you couldn't stand out here without wanting to puke. This place was filled with shit and pee and stink and drugs and needles, and you walked into that building, and you'd have to hold your breath, and it was so dirty, and here we are thinking about changing the world. Is that bizarre? Burners are so powerful. You guys just knock my socks off. I'm so proud to be a part of this. I so appreciate the respect that you show toward me, and how you have entrusted me with your trust to kind of carry this banner, and I try to do it. Anyway, what else? Any questions, any thoughts? Global Leadership Conference, GLC. And I don't know how long they've been running it. This is the third one I've been to. And basically it's set up it's 4 days, actually 3 days. And there's always a central place, and the entire community gathers, and about 300 people. And generally those are for relatively global talks. They don't do a lot of talks. After, you know, a half hour, 45 minutes, or an hour of being in this big group, they break off, and there'll be, at any point, probably 3 or 4 different breakout sessions, and they will last an hour to 2 hours, and they'll be on topics from, you know, how to do insurance for an event, how to manage the, you know, the safety, the fire, the, you know, I did one on insurance, on free space, on. It's sponsored by Burning Man. You know, they are the host. Burning Man organization, just to the people that don't know, Burning Man organization doesn't do anything other than bring people together. I mean, in a lot of ways that's true. What Burning Man does is taken and pass this message around the world, and it's so around the world. Africa burns up to 8,000 people. Misha, 10,000 people. How big is yours, Misha? Misha's from Czechoslovakia, from Prague, and she's the regional from there, and she followed us back. But you know, we had we had what's her name here yesterday from Vancouver. Scagella, and the stuff that she's doing and the stuff that they're doing all over the world is just so amazing. This community that we see our burners here, and we're a big part of it. But I think they said 20% of the burners now are from not in the USA. I mean, it's a huge number, and it might even be more than that. The statistics say 20%, but they're guessing there's a lot more. What else? I had something else. Membership. We're trying to understand how to do a membership thing here. City told us we could do it. We do a membership thing here because it gives us a lot of freedom. We're a lot like an Elks Club, or we're a private club, and we're able to do things here that you can't do in a normal hotel. So we're trying to figure out what it would be. We thought we had some ideas on it, and now when we throw into the mix this idea of becoming an equity club or a non-equity club, or a combination. But we're talking about a membership thing that's maybe it's the same thing they do up at Sierra Hot Springs. They do like $5 a month or $50 a year, or they do like a $300 lifetime, and it allows us and we haven't decided what that number is, what that means. What does it mean to be a member? It certainly means that to come and play when we get this built out here. This is going to be one fun place all the time. And so it, lets people come and enjoy it and play. And I don't know what else. I mean, we don't know. We're trying to decide what it means, but we will make it fun and it'll be good. The nice thing about doing that membership thing too is it takes a lot of the stress off of, paying for this thing. It allows us to give away rooms all the time whenever we want and not be stressed, because that could conceivably generate a fair amount of income. It costs a lot of money to keep this thing going, and we're actually starting to make some money. We made some money when we did the Nata Gras, basically booked the entire first floor for a week, and then I have no idea what the outcome of that last one is. Maybe Linda will tell us. Sure was a fun party. Somebody take this microphone from me. Thank you, everybody. I love you.
Oh, okay. Well, no vision's no vision.
Oh. I know one thing I want to do really badly. We have no clue, and maybe we'll get around to talking about what the fuck we're going to do during Burning Man month. It's going to be, I bet there's 15 to 20,000 people that seriously want to come through and at least visit this place. So it's going to be a zoo, and we kind of talked that we'll open it at that end. We'll open the gate down here and just send people through and let them stop and play. And when it gets crowded, send them on their way for a lot of people. But during the week of the burn, I'm really thinking that it would be so much fun to send everybody off to the playa, invite a new crew in, and have a Burning Man week here and burn our own man and just have our own little Burning Man week party. I want to do that.
Awesome. Whoa. So I'll start with that. That's pretty much incredible idea, and having a Burning Man happening for people that cannot make it to the playa this year. And I think that from now until Burning Man, we can build a crew strong enough that can run this place by yourself. And I will be on the playa for sure. But I know for a fact people from the crew that not planning to go to Burning Man, people that cannot afford it, people that didn't get ticket, people that this is the year off because they're saving money to go to the trip to Israel next year, burn. Whatever your reason are that you're planning on staying here during Burning Man, it will be incredible to have an awesome time. Think about Burning Man here, right here, for the whole month before Burning Man. All right, so if we can do it for 1 week, why not to do it for a month? Why not the whole month before Burning Man, that everyone's coming in from whenever they're coming, they want to come and check Burning Man, they want to come and check the Morris Burner Hotel. We're talking about 15 to 20,000 people that coming from all around the world, 20% of them from outside the country. It's a lot of people that are going to come into Reno. We want to create the most amazing experience that anyone ever experienced in their life the moment that they're landing into Reno. And understand what we have in Reno. So to build it into a structure that is going to be Burning Man happening You'll come here and you're going to have a good time. For the whole month before Burning Man, sounds very doable. And also for the 2 months after Burning Man. No, let's do it for 6 weeks. And if you're doing it for the month before Burning Man and the week of Burning Man and 2 weeks after Burning Man, we have pretty much a self-sufficient group of people that can run the hotel by themselves. The group can work together from right now pretty much, and those going to be all of you guys, people that want to be involved. Yeah.
At the end of all those 6 weeks, are you going to have like blood transfusions being offered here? Because I think they might be necessary.
Exactly, and we need everyone strong back together because we're going to plan decompression. So yeah, so pretty much I will say, and I will talk a little bit about the Morris. I don't want to talk too much. I didn't plan on talking about the burn season, but that's great that we got to talk about it. The idea is to have all of us thinking together how we can make this one better and how we can run it in the way that we want to run it. What's reasonable for you guys? I'm thinking about myself. I have all the time in the world. I live here. I can commit 3,000% to the project. But I know that you cannot and you cannot because you're busy and you have life and, on top of it. So let's think about the way that we can find the little bit time in everyone's schedule and just cover pretty much whatever needs to be covered. We have a lot of events that need to plan, and we have a whole agent, the Department of DEA, that Dale walking right now with a purple shirt. Dale! Hey, Dale. Dale, everyone is looking for you. He don't really care. Really, really don't care about us. But he's wearing a purple shirt, a DEA shirt. Hey, Dale. Look at that. DEA, that's official. So to whoever the people that don't know, DEA, it's the Department of Extracurricular Activities, the department that's pretty much building all of our events. Also created this night tonight, this evening. Thank you very much for Eliang, the lead of DEA. Yeah, we can get like this. That's working really, really hard to make those events happen, safe and comfortable and unforgettable, so people will keep talking about us. I don't know if any one of you did a search on Google, Morris Burner Hotel lately. The first 5 pages is already covered with all of our articles from every single place in the world. Different languages already talking about us, and it's quite incredible. The art in the hotel, it's got to a new levels, and I will let you talk in your time. I don't want to talk too much about art, but definitely the art level going higher and higher, and we have an art committee right now that involves really, really talented artists from the community that taking all of those art proposals that people submitted and thinking about them seriously and making sure that the rooms will get nicer and nicer. And if you guys got to check the latest room, 220 in Chetted Forest, really, really top level. Kilbark working on his room right now. Another project that tomorrow is going to come here and work on his room. So if you guys want to see the maestro working. Another area that I wanted to talk, it's like the greeter station, or we call it the front desk, as you're walking into the hotel. At this point, myself and the crew people covering the front desk almost at all time. We're starting at about 8 o'clock in the morning, and it's going all the way until 10 o'clock at night, and then we're locking all the doors and stuff. All of these shifts need to be covered, and that's a great spot for opportunities for you guys to collect hours and start sign up. JJ didn't get to talk about it, but for every 5 hours of volunteers, we're pretty much going to gift you a night, and you can use this night in any time you want, in between events, in between on events. For example, Yuri's night, we have already 6 out of the 13 rooms that are already occupied by our volunteers, and it's mean that we have a few more. So if you guys want to stay for Yuri's night, you're more than welcome. And planning a lot of more stuff. You know, if you guys covering shifts in the front desk and it's only 2 hours, it's will help us a lot because they remove me from the station, and I can do other stuff, and it's going to be a very fun experience, and you can make your own night. And if you want to do a movie night and have a specific movie that you think that everyone should know, sign up for a greeter shift for 2 hours or 4 hours and just have a fun movie night. Or if you want to have a conversation about specific topic, come and talk about that. It's a great time. And not just at Monday. We have also Monday at the Morris event. That's happening anyway. And you guys are welcome to come pretty much, starting pretty much very soon. Every Monday something else will happen here. So if you are boring and it's Monday morning and you don't know what to do, plan on coming here in the evening, because in the morning we're going to do working. So if you're going to work with us in the morning, if you're going to help us to keep build it, keep clean it, keep decorate it, keep paint it, and make it really, really pretty, we need your help pretty much at all time. So I don't know if Rob is talking. Rob, are you going to talk about the building and Ministry of Restoration, building? You do? So just to let you know, everyone, it's okay. We're not going to put too much pressure on you. That's Rob over there, and Rob is running our building maintenance department, the Department of Building Maintenance, and pretty much keeping the place running. And if you need to, starting with changing a light bulb or do a touch-up for a paint or decorate the backyard so we will have a comfortable layout from the backyard, pretty much whenever you guys want to come and do the physical job, you're going to see Rob, and Rob going to assist you, direct you, give you tools, and pretty much let you play. And we have Joy and Avi. Is Joy here? Joy left, but we got Avi over there. Avi, raise your hand. Another member of the Morris crew, very, very talented girl that doing a lot of our domestic engineer workers. We have the Do department, the Do crew. And if you guys want to come and help and learn about housekeeping and do hours over there, it's going to be extremely appreciated. We have lots of carpet to vacuum all the time, and we have lots of rooms to decorate and change the sheets and create all this procedure and manuals and cleaning. And so it sounds like a lot, right? But it's a lot of fun too, because it's very satisfied. You know that the people that stay in the room have a great time. Thanks for your work. So it's definitely appreciated job. So thank you very much, Avi. That's pretty much for my end. I have another one. Once you get to my part in DEA, I will explain about permits. Back to you. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. So DEA was formed. We came up with the name, and it also stands for, since my name is Alien, Department of Extraterrestrial Activities. The DEA t-shirts that Dale is wearing, we actually took orders from people, so there are no extras. But if you become a part of the DEA and are a steady worker, you will be entitled to one of those shirts, and we'll take sizes, and when we have enough for another order, we will order more. The DEA is basically divided into 3 areas: operations, administration, and themes. The biggest group is our operations group, and basically operations, they run the event. They'll plan things ahead of time, but the night of the event, the operations people are the ones who you will see everywhere. We have greeters, and that is Jonesy. Gate and perimeter, and that is Mark and Linda. Fire safety, she's not here tonight, Jenny. Art cars, theme camps, and placement, that's Dale. Rangers, that's Gemini. LNT, which is Leave No Trace, that's Simmer. Oh, I didn't even introduce you, did I, Gadget? Gadget is our operations lead. Sorry about that. And then we have medic and first aid, Sue. And there's Sue and Beth. Under admin, we have, we called it ATF because we were going to do a lot of auction events. It's auction, tickets, and fundraising, and it was in keeping with the DEA. So, and it's more tickets, fundraising, raffles, things like that, and that is Anna. We have permits and insurance, and that is Vision and just you, and Nyla. Yes. Nyla and Vision. And then we have the Morris calendar, which I work on, Kima works on. Kima is the house mom and doing administrative stuff in the office, and Teresa, who works on the books. So that falls under admin. And then theme, we have art, which is Kilbuck. Food and beverage, which is Shonda, and I don't see her here tonight. Decorations, which is Melanie, and she is on her way to Texas. She sent me a long text, so she wasn't able to make it tonight. Music, Aaron, and Pound Cake. So Aaron squared and Pound Cake. And costumes, we have kind of linked with decorations. So those are when we have an event, they will come up with the type of decorations, the mandate for costumes, because when we have a costume event, everybody is required to wear a costume in some form, and that includes the all the staff, the crew that is working the event. So don't think you can slip by. So now what I'm going to do is I'll turn it over to Gadget and see what he wants to say about operations. And then if any of our leads feel like they would like to tell a little bit about their area. And hopefully these will be things, you'll just have so many areas to choose from, you just won't know where you want to volunteer.
We also need leads for the other two groups. For these two, we need leads.
Right, right. Great. Oh, I know one thing I was going to talk about, and oh, and I didn't introduce Josh. And how do I say what you do? Media. Media, and Josh is the wonderful person that creates all the those photos, the kind of sepia toned photos on Facebook for all the events. That's Josh's wonderful handiwork. And the logo, he has done our badges. He's pretty awesome. And then Stuart does Studio M, where we have our live broadcasts. And he's probably involved in one right now, I think. Oh. Okay. Oh, everybody say hi. So now I'm going to turn it over to Gadget.
Can I borrow your notes? Yeah. Hey, everybody. I had to wake up. You guys are looking like you were going to sleep. So I'm the operations lead, which means I really don't do much. Everybody underneath me does all the work, and I just kind of ruin notebooks. We have, as Alien said, we have the greeters, which is Jonesy, and I'll bring her up here. Gate and perimeter, fire safety. I don't want to be redundant. You guys heard it before. We in the operations are the hands-on people. We are the ones that you really see forward front. We get to carry radios, a lot of us. It's pretty cool. Some people lose them, but they get recovered because we have a good L&T in the operations department. So I'm not going to talk a lot because everybody else here will talk enough, and yeah, I'm kind of boring. So I guess the first one I have on here is greeters, and that's Jonesy, if you want to come up and just give a spiel. But let me just say, we really need you guys to, if you're motivated and if you hear about something, I know there's not a lot of people here right now, but tell your friends, if any of these people are talking about something that just rings a bell with one of your buddies, have them come down, have them sign up, because we really need the people, and we've got a lot of great people here. Here's Jonesy. Oh, I'm sorry, I retract that. Here's Alien.
It was something I was going to say before I handed it over. We've got what the DEA is focusing on right now. We have, I don't know if you've all heard about it, we have our huge event, May 31st, Monsters and Elves. It's a joint fundraiser between Embrace, the big project that's being built at the generator, and a fundraiser for the Moors. Monsters, M for the Moors, E, Elves for Embrace. Aha! Yeah. So we are looking for tons of volunteers for that. And if people can pass this on to your friends. And Kelsey, when we're done, you can come up and, awesome. Kelsey will talk about Embrace and everything after.
She gave me the mic. Here's Jonesy.
Yeah. Okay, hi. I'm probably the shyest greeter that you'll ever meet, but once I'm out there doing it, I really enjoy it. It's probably the funnest job, and I could really use some volunteers. You know, it's simple. There's not much training. Yeah, so if you guys can't do it, but you know somebody wants to get involved, greeting's fun. I greet people and I hug them, and then I insult them in a loving way. No, tell them a joke. Give them a hug. Whatever. Compliment their outfit. You guys know shit. So yeah. Stroke their egos. Yeah, so I need volunteers, and that's about it. You can help.
All right, thanks. Thanks, Jonesy, the shy greeter. And now we have gate and perimeter, which this guy's awesome. I mean, we couldn't have a better gate and perimeter lead right here than Mark.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. I don't know where the awesome guy is, but I'll take the microphone anyway. How many of you have been to Burning Man? Okay. When you go into Burning Man, the first people that you meet are the people at gate, and they welcome sort of. Oh, sorry. We just make sure that Burning Man, the people at gate, make sure that the people at Burning Man are safe, and that the people that are coming into the event should be at the event. Gate and perimeter here at the Morris does the same thing. We make sure that the people enter the event safely and that they leave the event safely. And we also make sure that people around and walking to the Morris are supervised is probably too strong of a word, but we just keep an eye on things to make sure that everything is the way it should be. We are looking for people that are friendly. We're not looking for law enforcement officials. We're looking for people who are assertive and that are willing to step up. Yes? If the Morris issues us paintball guns, yes, we will have some training on how to use them. Yeah, I'm wearing right now a gate and perimeter shirt. This is from the Bernal Equinox that just occurred. Right. No, we don't wear costumes when we're working on gate and perimeter. Our costume is pretty much this. Just a black t-shirt, a black coat. I'll just stand right here so that, yeah, I'll provide shade for you. And I'll just keep talking until the sun goes down. So we're looking for people that want to be friendly to others and be assertive and make sure that the folks that are coming in should be coming in and that when they leave that they're safe. So come and join us. We're looking for volunteers.
And again, if this touches a note with anybody, you know, maybe not yourself, but your friends, let them know, bring them down. We want people that are actively involved that'll come to the meetings and take part in all of this. Falling under the gate and perimeter is security, and it's kind of under all in one group, but oh my God. This isn't my notebook. Thank you, Mark. LNT, quick. Anyway, I want to bring up Ken. He does the security with the gate and perimeter, and he's another incredibly qualified, ugly individual with a great voice.
I'll get you later. I'm Ken. I kind of do security. I fall under gate and perimeter, and I work with operations, obviously. We're more of the step up in escalation if something goes wrong, if somebody becomes more a danger to themselves or others. We tend to be the ones that step in, step up, and take care of them. If we need to get law enforcement involved, we're the ones that make that kind of decision. And basically, we're the next step up in just making sure everybody's safe, has fun. The people that are supposed to be here, they are, you know, legally allowed to be here. The people that are here, if they get out of control, out of hand, that's usually when we step in. Hopefully, we don't have to do that, but you know, we're the ones that, you know, we're a little bit more trained in it, and we're always looking for new people to train them to be able to do this, because it is just the next step up in how you handle people. And you know, you have to be willing to get dirty, as we've said before. If something goes wrong, you have to be the first one there, and that's just where we have to be able to be to get involved in that.
Thank you.
Excellent. We have a question.
Is risking part of the job? Do I get to risk people and be risked, or at least risk?
Yes, risking is part of the job, but it has to be professional.
Sounds like an excuse. Only the back of the hand, folks. Back of the hand.
Okay, so I'm just going down the list. We've got fire safety, who isn't represented here, but it's pretty self-explanatory. If you've been involved with controlled burn or some of the other organized groups of fire safety, we need you. come down, help out. Most of the people are with controlled burn already that are doing the fire safety. Next on the list, I have art cars, theme camps, and placement, and that's our lovely purple-clad Dale, the handsome devil.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Nice shirt.
Hi, I'm Dale. Theme camps and art cars, I could certainly use 2 or 3 people to kind of help me out on that. Theme camps and art cars for some of these larger events will our task is to find, contact, organize, and place theme camps and art cars throughout our venue here. Some of the larger venues will spill out into the alley and down into the street, like Monsters and Elves will have the street closed off, so it's going to be a large venue with probably dozens of theme camps and art cars. The more hands we have, the easier the task will be. Fun everybody can have. Trying to place theme camps and art cars also involves like helping them run electrical to their camps, maybe helping them out with lighting. But other than that, I mean, it's a pretty easy task. Getting everybody set up, and also aiding in an easy tear down, an easy and safe exit or exodus of everybody at the end of the event. And that's pretty much it. If anybody's interested, look me up after the little talk here, and we'll get things moving. So, oh, before, I mean, like for right now. Preparation for Monsters and Elves will take pretty much the entire month. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do we have any theme?
Yes, because we have to locate said art cars and theme camps and things first. Find out who's interested in bringing their setup and then making sure that we have the proper number and not too many, and that the ones that we know are going to show up do show up, and making a nice concrete plan and a nice flow throughout the event.
Do you already have a camp that sign up, camp and art car that you know for sure that's going to be there, Monsters and Elves?
Oh, I know of one art car that will be here.
That's you.
I know of at least one. Yeah. Okay. See, there's an art car and a theme camp already, so it's getting easier all the time.
And in terms of the planning for Monsters and Elves, we're going to kick into high gear now. We will be having DEA meetings almost on a weekly basis, and we will have meetings with the people from Embrace, and there is a lot of planning. The general planning is out there, the design, the layout, the general layout has been worked on, but there are so many areas. This is going to be a huge event. We're planning on 1,000 people. That's what we're planning for. So the scope of the event is quite big. So please spread the word for volunteers.
Thank you. Thanks, Dale. Yeah. So next we have Rangers, and I'll let Gemini take care of that. Another highly qualified. I mean, the operations group, we have the best people as leads here.
Awesome. Hi, everyone. I'm Gemini, if I haven't met you before. So Rangers, I don't want to say it's a step down, but we work very closely with Ken and the security folks. Our main thing is, because when people get beyond a level where Rangers are going to be helpful to them, that's where Ken and his group come in. Because in general, Rangers are eyes and ears for the event, because not one person or even a pair of people can see or be a part of everything. But we all have the same theme here in operations. We're all charged with making sure that everyone's having a good time, that everyone who's here is supposed to be here, and that if somebody does get into a bad place or get into trouble or has something happen to them that they don't necessarily like, or whatever, then that's what we're here for. But the basic how you do that is people watching. Rangers are like professional people watchers. That's one of the things that I love about it. I got into rangering because when I first went to Burning Man, I didn't consider myself a traditionally creative person. And so the art of rangering is, I think it's just a really awesome thing to be able to de-escalate someone's behavior or get someone to talk to you no matter how upset they are. And just, hey, you look like you're having a really rough time. Let's talk about it. What's going on with you? Do you need some water? Are you hydrated? And it's not, we're not the cops. We're not the mall cops of Burning Man. We're not the mall cops of the Morris. We're just people that want to participate and have fun like everyone else, but we've agreed to kind of stay sober and, watch other people to make sure that the vibe is still really cool and that everyone's having a great time. Give people an ear, someone to talk to if they need it. And we also need tons of volunteers. I am kind of required to say that the Morris Rangers will be different from Black Rock Rangers because the Black Rock Rangers came out of the event of Burning Man and being on the playa. So whatever we create as Morris Rangers, this is a different environment. This is an urban environment. We have a lovely little piece of the playa that is very much like Black Rock City. This is our little Moasis in downtown Reno, but it's not the same, and it can't be the same. And there's a lot of other elements here that can affect someone's time if they're having a good time. And so how we choose to interpret that and make it, this is a great time to be involved with Rangers or with any of the DEA departments because we get to build what we want it to be, and we get to create it and then share it with other people, which I think is pretty awesome and amazing. So if you want to be a Ranger, sure, we have talked about doing way short shifts. Some of us like to do long shifts, so we'll be there for the duration and the whole time. But you come, you do 2 hours at the beginning of the shift, and then you go party and have a good time, or you party and have a good time but stay sober, and then come and work with us for a couple hours, and then go have fun. But it's interactive. It's awesome. There'll be training. Conflict resolution is your friend. And as many different Rangers and people that do this, that's how many different approaches there are to doing it. Tech Sage is a Ranger, and and he and I have vastly different styles, but we're both really great Rangers. So come and learn the verbal judo of Rangering, because it's awesome. So come and learn the Ranger Foo. Back to Gadget.
All right. Yeah, question. Of course. Yeah, get up here. Interrupt us. That's fine.
So I'm Aaron Alvarez. I've been booking bands for the Monsters and Elves event. And am I loud? I don't even need a mic, all right? Okay, so I'll give you a rundown of who I have booked, and then I'll tell you what I need from volunteers. So we have Bazooka Zoo, Vague Choir, Lee Edwards, who sings like crooning style Frank Sinatra stuff, Karin, Electric Catfish, Nick Ramirez, Ostracized, DBS, The Defabulators, Wheatstone Bridge, Rigorous Proof, Adam Springbaum, and Enslave the Creation. So we have 14 acts already booked. We have 4 sound guys, so we have that covered. And then the one thing that I think that I could use would be 2, maybe 3 people that would be willing to kind of lug amps around during the day so we can keep stage moving and keep the bands circulating. Cool. So, and then we will be holding a meeting with the bands and the sound crew and the stage crew at the beginning of May to figure out times and all that kind of stuff. So I'll keep you posted there. And then if we could probably fit 2 or 3 more bands if anybody knows anybody. I'm not actively searching for any more bands because we could make it work with what we have, but definitely open to other cool stuff. So, okay, I don't know how to contact them, but if you do, okay, you do. Okay, so I'm pretty much addicted to Facebook, so I'm on it every day. So just let me know, or contact Aaron or Poundfish or Pound Cake. And you do the flyers and whatnot. So I need to get you a list of the bands, right? Okay.
When do you think that we're gonna have a lineup, the actual lineup?
Well, that's the lineup. We just need to figure out times, and that's
Yeah,
why I
the
want to
time
have a
slots.
meeting at the first week of May.
So let's call it like May 15 lineup released to the public.
Okay. Yeah, that should be no problem. For sure. I mean, we can start promoting the names on whatever you're posting and stuff. But so I'll have to friend you, just Alien.
Yes, we will. It's Alien, because they wouldn't let me do Alien.
Okay. Okay, that's all I got.
Friend you. There we go.
It's 3 stages. So it's this one here, and Abby's and Studio on 4th, and then there's also going to be a bunch of DJs. I'm not in charge of the DJs. What's the guy's name?
Nikki Smiles, she's right there, the pretty Nikki.
Where? Okay, so we need to be friends. Okay. And then also, since I have a microphone, I'll make a shameless plug for tomorrow, Saturday at Yuri's Night. My band is playing there. It features Extevion from Schizopolitans, Baldo from Drinking with Clowns, Jellyfish. That's what I said. I did say tomorrow, but then I said Saturday. So it's tomorrow, Saturday. But the reason I also brought it up, though, is because the tickets are going really fast. And so I would get over to Melting Pot or Prism Magic and get your tickets. So that's all I got. Thank you, JJ. This place is so amazing. Thanks.
Hey, thanks for interrupting. Okay, I have just 2 more groups, I swear, and then we can go there. Yeah. What? This is my stage right now. You're screwing up my whole plan.
I didn't do it. I'm just going along with the doing it wrong. He covered everything. Aaron covered everything basically for the Monsters and Elves. But the stage setup as well is something that we're working on. And there's, if anybody knows of maybe a quarter dome piece that we could put on the back, we're putting up this lovely arch. If somebody wants to know somebody that might want to donate it, has an old dome that they don't want anymore, we can set this whole backstage area up. We're also going to be doing some lighting. So if there's lighting anybody knows that just kind of sitting somewhere, it could be donated or, very low price. Also talk to us about that. Also, not just for Monsters and Elves, but for all events, we're trying to keep it really eclectic. That's why we have Aaron's done a lot of the punk stuff. I've done a lot of metal stuff. Nikki does a lot of DJs, but there are a lot of genres, within that are kind of missed. And, the parties have different themes, so we want to try and theme the music as well. So if you guys have any, just long-term, any bands or anything that turn those into us as well, Aaron or myself, or DJs to Nikki, because I know she's kind of covering all that. So just hit us up on Facebook and drop a line, and so we can make sure we have a well-rounded music side of things. And now I'm going to stop interrupting. You have a good night.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Okay, 2 more groups, as I was saying before I was interrupted by Aaron. Aaron's. I got a medical team, and that's Sue and Beth. Sue said she would speak, but if Beth has shown up late, if she would like to speak and tell us all about how to put a Band-Aid on. Yeah. Here we go, the medic team. This is what they're all about.
Hi, I'm Beth. I don't know if a few of you know who I am. Anyway, we do have a medical team. But what we're providing for something the size of Monsters and Elves is going to be basic first aid. And when we figure out how many people we actually are going to have coming to this, then we'll make a decision as to whether we will need coverage by REMSA. But that's easily arranged if we do need it. So we're going to have basically, because of the law, we will have first aid available. We will not be doing harm reduction, which is what, it's nice we can do in other places, but here it's not a good plan, which that means we're not going to be taking care of you if you're too drunk or too tripping. Your friends need to help you, because we can't, not right here. We can maybe on the playa, but not here. Anyway, so we're going to be doing a more minimalist approach. I mean, we're going to have Band-Aids and that kind of stuff. and we'll have people there to help people put them on if they can't figure it out. But we're not going to be doing as much sitting for people as I'd hoped we could, but we're not. So that's how it is. And we'll find out when we know how many people there are, whether we're going to have REMS or not, because it's based on numbers. That's a city. That's based on a city rule, not us. Anyway, so Sue is here. She's one of our nurses. We also have several paramedics, a couple of other nurses. But we need more volunteers, and you don't have to be a nurse or a doctor or a paramedic to put a Band-Aid on somebody. This is really, you know, if you like have a younger sibling or you've had like a cousin that you've done this for, you probably qualify. It'd be so, you know, if you have any medical background at all, or you're just interested in helping in that, you know, we're going to be doing that too. So talk to me or talk to Sue, and I don't think anybody else is here from medical. Anybody else here? Damn, it's a good thing I showed up. Anyway, that's it. Thank you.
You got it. No, you got it. Question. Oh, you've reached your question quota. I'm sorry. She's the boss.
I have no control over that. You may wear whatever you like. If you can get Sue into an outfit like that, okay.
So Gemini reminded me, you know, she said something about being mall cops, and I just wanted to see Ken, our security guy, on a Segway. Yeah. You got it. So last department that we have, and I did 2 reasons on holding her back for the last, is number 1, she's my wife. We got married here at the Morris. Yeah, it was awesome. It was actually the first event that well, not the first one, but it was the best one. Anyway, and I just wanted to keep her nervous, well, because she knew she was coming up, and being last sucks. And she's LNT, so that's the last people. Anyway, I'll give it over to her.
It's pretty fitting that we're last. Hi, I'm Simmer. I'm LNT lead. Everyone that's been to Burning Man knows that one of our basic principles is leave no trace. That works at the Morris too. We would love to educate the community. I don't know if that's ever going to happen. When we have outsiders come in, people are messy. So basically for DEA, it's an LNT, it's a small baby portion of what LNT is on the playa. So what I need and what I would really love to have is another lead for LNT, because there are times that I have to go back to Canada, and if there's an event, I'd love to leave somebody else in charge. So just like everyone else, I'm looking for a volunteer to step up for that. What LNT entails at the Morris is really making sure that before an event, we sort of have all the garbage cans out. We have recycling bins set up now, things like that. It's pretty simple. It's just making sure things like that are in place and that there are enough of them out. The major portion of LNT here is clean up the next day. And for the events that we've had so far, I don't really have a team set up yet. And I don't even know if one is necessary in our community, because everybody keeps showing up, which is fabulous. But people keep telling me I should have at least 5 people under me. So I'm going to work on doing that. Gee, thanks, Jim. You've talked to Gadget. The volunteer sheets are inside, Jim. Yeah, so what I really need is someone to step up when and if I'm out of the country. And it's usually for a short period of time. There may not even be an event going on. So we do have sign-up sheets. If there's no one here that wants to do that, maybe you know someone that would, someone that's involved in LNT on the playa. get them in touch with me or Gadget or somebody and get them signed up. That'd be great. Thank you.
No, L&T is something everybody should do every day, everywhere. And it's just something to be good instilled into everybody. That's it. That's all the operations, and I'll just turn over the rest. But we do need a couple of more leads, and I'll let Alien talk about that for the two other groups. Here's Alien.
Actually, right now, but you all have to promise to return. We're going to take an alcohol break. So, I mean, duh. So if you've, it was BYOB, so if you've brought stuff for yourself, stuff to share, we have beer left in the beer truck. So everybody, let's take about a 10-minute break. We don't have a lot left to cover. So please hang around and get yourself something to drink if you want to nibble. We're not going to actually take a long enough break so that you can go eat yet. But like I said, the remaining part is really short. Okay. All right.
I mean, just to let you know, no, not finish it. The beer van is working. If you guys have your cup and you want to fill your beer, feel free. If people don't stand up and people don't rush to drink, you definitely can continue.
Yeah. Okay, so one more thing I wanted to talk about. Next weekend, not this weekend, next weekend, we are having the first Morris yard sale. And this is open to the public. And we need volunteers to sign up for that. And what I need are for people to tell me specifically what area they want to help with, because then I'll know where I am lacking. We need some people. I will be here Friday night. People are allowed to start bringing donations Friday night. How this is going to work is that the Moors will have a table with things that people I've spoken to a lot of people who say, yeah, I just want to donate my stuff to the Moors. So the Moors will be able to have a table to try and sell some of the stuff. Whatever is left will be donated. Then if you want to have your own table and sell your wares, you are free to do that. We don't have enough tables for everybody. So please, if you have a table, bring one. If you have a friend who has a table, corral them to loan it to you or bring it for you. You can keep the money from your sale. We would love to see a small donation of your proceeds to go to the Moors for helping, taking care of helping you set up and using the space and bringing people in. Yeah. Right. That would be wonderful, wonderful. And Friday night, we are going to be sorting through the donations and getting them organized. I encourage you, I mean, I know we always get tons of clothing, but if you have other items, please, please bring them. I know I've got old baby stuff for my grandkids that I'm going to be bringing, and you never know what people are looking for. Right, things, not just clothes. Yeah. There you go. There you go. If people want to come and help, you can spend the night. We'll have a barbecue and we'll get business done and have fun while we're doing it. Setup starts at 7:30 on Saturday, with the hours of the yard sale on Saturday from 8:30 to 1. And then at 2 o'clock, the town hall meeting starts over at Dale's Place. So we didn't want to conflict with that. On Sunday, the hours are 9 to 3, and setup will be at 8 o'clock. So we do need people to help with setup. We need people to help with final tear down, putting everything away, and of course, L&T. So that's just a reminder. I'll be sending out more blasts about that.
Do you want to say before we? Okay, question about the yard sale.
It's in the Moasis. Yeah.
Yep. And on Sunday we have the adult Easter. So if you guys want to do Easter like an adult version, So come and play. If you're coming anyway to the garage sale on Sunday morning after you wake up from the morning, we're gonna hide PBRs. JJ said if you don't drink, we're gonna hide other stuff.
On Saturday, it's from 8:30 to 1 because of the town hall meeting at 2. On Sunday, it's from 9 to 3. Yeah, the yard sale has been put up as an event, a Morris event. Kilbuck, you want to talk about art under themes?
And under art in the Morris.
Is Ken still here? Where's Ken?
Hey, Ken.
Well, if he's not, I had this. Oh, he's over there. I had this thought. You know, if he's in charge of security and they're going to be doing frisking and pat downs, maybe his department should be changed to TSA. It would be the Transformation Security Administration. Just a thought. Just a thought. Yeah. Art is a huge part of what the Morris Berner Hotel is going to be all about, and of course all of our events as well. As far as art rooms, we're still working on looking at new proposals. We've got more proposals than we'll ever have rooms available for, which is good because we have an abundance of things that can come along with rotation. We're running out of rooms very quickly, but if you haven't been up there to check out the rooms that are in progress, please do. As far as art for our events, Monsters and Elves and other events that we're going to be doing in the future, that's going to be a big part of it. And I'll be the contact for people who are interested in bringing art pieces, interactive art pieces. Fire is a different issue, but I'll coordinate with the people that have fire art for placement and so forth. Monsters and Elves, we're really looking for a lot of fun stuff for that. And it hasn't really been brought up a lot publicly, but we're looking for people and teams of people who are be interested in actually creating monsters, large monsters for our parade and for an epic battle, which is quite possibly going to be happening between giant monsters and elves. And so you think of big paper mache marching monsters that could clash with one another. That would be a great deal of fun. Yeah, it's art. In closing here, art is an integral part of what the Morris Berner Hotel is going to be all about. Inside, outside, permanently, for events, temporarily. And I'll be the contact for that. You can contact me on Facebook as I'm Dr. Morbius on Facebook. That's so my high school friends don't find me. And so, yeah, anything else? Any questions or anything regarding that? That's the easy part, right? Yeah. Yeah. Potentialist ballet, yeah. Oh, it'd be wonderful, yeah. Great, yeah, have them get in contact with me, yeah. I don't think I've got a contact for him, but yeah, send him my way. Marvelous. Yeah, that's exactly the kind of stuff we're looking for. Yeah, good. Huge is good. Huge is good. All right, anything else? All right, let's wrap this up.
So my name is Anna, and I am going to be doing fundraising. And mainly right now I need a lot of people to help out with this next upcoming event because I've been out for a while, so I've just been focusing on monsters and elves. And I need help gathering donations as well as someone who would be willing to, you know, dress up real cute and then just, you know, do crowd control and go throughout the crowd and try to sell tickets. And then someone also to help me with organizing all of the stuff that we hopefully get to sell. And that's really all I have to say.
I want to add also on the ATF part of it. It's the auction, ticketing, and freebies, all the fundraisers that we're going to do. So Anna also working right now on a different shrugs level that people will be able to buy, and we're gonna have like our coasters. If you guys walk in the lobby, we have new coasters that gonna be like the 10 principle and different shrugs and earrings and cool stuff. And if you guys want to help, as she said, in collecting businesses, this is one of the coasters right there. Radical self-expression. Yes.
As it comes up.
Yeah, it's basically specifically for monsters and elves with the swag table. So if we have a swag table for monsters and elves, it's going to be the same one that we're going to use for Earth Day. That we just heard that we're going to be able to set up a table in Earth Day. So if you guys want to volunteer on that, please. And also in the town hall meeting. So we're going to have our Morris table swag. So we need to make the swag. We have lots of cool earring pieces, like very, very tiny. So we need really talented people to make a earring, really cool, nice looking jewelry that we will be able to raise lots of funds. Thank you very much.
Kelsey. Kelsey. Kelsey.
Kelsey.
Did you want to talk about Embrace real quick? And then Jill. Absolutely. And then we'll be wrapped up.
Hello. I'm working on this, small little project at the generator called Embrace. It's not a big deal, don't worry. First of all, I guess I've never been to one of these before, so I don't know how many people know what the generator even is. Most people probably do. But if not, we are an all-inclusive, community-based maker and art space in Sparks. We're right down there. We're not far away. You should come see us. Anybody who wants to learn any skill of any kind, doesn't have the tools, doesn't have what they think is the knowledge or the talent to, is probably wrong. We can teach you pretty much anything you want to learn. Metalworking, design, woodworking, creating anything you think would be cool to create. And you can do it for free because that's what we do. So you should probably come check out the generator. One of the projects we are working on there is Embrace. It's an enormous, I was kidding, it's enormous, sculpture for Burning Man this year. We did try out to be the temple. We are not, but we are still going. It's depending on how much money we raise and how good of a job we do, it will be between 56 and 72 feet tall. Our Kickstarter? We have our Kickstarter live now. I don't want to sit here and pander to you all, but yeah, we have a Kickstarter and we have things going on to raise money. Embrace2014.com. I could do that, but no, we are really, really excited and really, really honored to be sharing the Monsters and Elves fundraiser with JJ and the Morris. I think we are both trying to do the same thing in Reno in slightly different ways. We're creating an amazing thing in the local Reno community. We are creating an inspiring thing for the country and the burner world and pretty much the entire world. And I think we both are having the same experience of just being floored by the response to what we think is just our fun little game here. And we've had people calling us from Louisiana, from Israel, from a million places around the world saying, well, we want to make a generator. And I think you guys are having the same thing happen with the Morris, and it's really beautiful. And if we work together in Reno, I think we are just going to kill it. So I'm really excited that we're going to share this fundraiser and hopefully share a lot more. We have another little Embrace fundraiser next Saturday on the 19th. If anybody is interested in volunteering for that, just put that in really quick. We're doing an Embrace and Release. It's a CD release party for Bazooka Zoo, which is one of the amazing bands that's going to be at Monsters and Elves. So if anybody wants to help us with parking or some volunteer work over there, we are still looking. And obviously, we're really going to network between the Morris and the generator to do all the volunteer work for Monsters and Elves. Really excited to have this kind of burner carnival-esque thing go on here. I think it's going to be really, really cool, and the whole city's going to be really amazed by it. So I don't know. Does anybody have any questions from my end? I don't think so. Maybe? I'm really excited that we're both doing this together in Reno. I think it's badass. Yeah.
remember Pier 2 of the ship from a couple of years ago? How that was just captured everything. It was like the star of the show.
We did that.
Way beyond. This is going to be way. It's right up there with our. It's going to be.
It is, and I think a lot of the same beautiful minds are working on it. Yeah, I'm really excited. And just on a quick note of, you know, this whole not getting picked as temple, which I think is known by pretty much everyone that we tried, and we did not get it. A lot of us were kind of expecting this in a way, and it's really a beautiful challenge to make a new kind of space at Burning Man that is not defined by what the temple is already defined as. We do not have to fit their parameters. We do not have to be what they want us to be. We can just be what we want to embrace to be, and we can celebrate relationships now, not necessarily just things you've lost. You can definitely see any kind of relationships you've ever had in the faces of these two structures, these two people buildings, but you can also celebrate what you have in your relationships now. And I think that's really lovely, and I don't think there's really a structure at Burning Man recurringly that does that for people. And we're hoping to start a tradition of temples of the now. So embrace, that's what we're doing. Yay. Okay. Thank you. Okay.
And now, Jill, I said we will be.
Is going to be breakfast burners and bluegrass, which is going to be from noon to 6, and that's being organized by Cindy Gray, who is the woman who organized the Americana Festival, the big one in Virginia City, and she's doing this instead this year. So it's really cool, and a lot of from Bill McKean from Strange on the Range is helping organize, and Josiah Knight. And so musically we have a huge group, and then we have stage manager people, and then we're hoping that all the DEA people can help us logistically, because that's what this is. And so we're going to meet later, and thank you for letting me at least introduce it and hopefully get people excited about it. It's the 18th, 19th, and 20th of July, smack in the middle of our town, a week before compression, and it's going to be in the book too, so there's going to be lots and lots of press on it. We'll probably have people coming out here wanting to talk to people at the Morris. I know we have at least 6 radio shows we're going to go on. I know we'll be on TV beforehand, so it's going to be mobbed, and it'll be great because I'm so proud of this place. And anyway, thanks for letting me do this.
Sure, absolutely. If anyone wants to see what I have here, just open for ideas. One more thing about volunteering that just occurred to me. We have a lot of volunteers who want to become a part of the DEA and become a permanent part. We also have volunteers who say, well, I can't commit to saying, yes, I'll be on your committee so that I'm available for every event. And that's fine. If there's, because people need to check their availability. We have a lot of people like that. Please understand that you are always welcome, whether you can work part of an event, one event, every other event, every event. Any way that you can contribute would be wonderful. And I just have to impress, the experience is just, I can't describe it, because I know me, I am just so proud to be involved in this project. It's just, it has turned into another family. I have my burner family, and within my burner family, I have my Morris family. And it really is wonderful. So think about it. Come forward whenever you want, whatever seems to float your boat, and that'll be great.
I want to say something.
Okay.
We are thinking about monsters and elves and how we can be fair about who can we give our rooms to. It was a long conversation that JJ and myself have in the lobby, and then we have more people that come and help us to think. But basically, if you think about it, we have 13 rooms. That 5 rooms out of these 13, it's for our fundraiser. So our art room, our decorate room is going to be for our fundraiser. And also we're going to have the other 8 rooms that we want to give it to volunteers. So think about it and bring us an idea what will be the most fair. So JJ, do you want to say something about it? Okay.
When we were talking about it, we were saying, you know, there's so many people that want to stay here, could stay here for a party like that, so you don't have to drive home. And during World War II, when this place was running and the troops were coming through, they had cots up in the balcony up there, and cots for people to sleep. And we're thinking that might be kind of fun, that, you know, we could probably, you know, we can put a lot of people in there and just have one hell of a fun time in there. Yeah, giant slumber party. But what I wanted to say is, I forgot to say, we talk about these things. All these steel arches out here are going to be a big giant arch that goes around here, and we want to build the stage back into the corner and put an entire canopy around it. So we have this light bar shining down. We'll be able to drop a screen. We'll put lasers all over it. So that's a big project that we're about to take on, and certainly can use some help. And then when I bought this building, I went down and talked to the city, and one of the conditions was that they let us put that fence. That fence is actually on city property. You can see our property line actually goes from the corner of the building, and I said, we got to use the back door. So the city manager said, okay, you work with me, because it usually takes 3 months to get that through city council, but work with me. We just got the okay last week to build it. 7.5 months later. So we're going to be building a fence here, and it'll be a solid fence. We're going to build it out of wood. We've talked to Jeff Johnson, or Jeff Schlumberg, about maybe taking this steel kind of stuff that he does along the top of the fence and cutting Burning Man skylines all the way along the top of the fence, all the way down, and lighting them. But building the fence is coming up here in the next week or two, so people that want to help, or we'll put out a list of materials to help, so we don't have to, so we can repurpose wood and whatever. But that's it. Thank you. I love you guys.
And Gadget just wants to say something again. And then you're all free to go.
No, I just wanted to say, I was inspired all these projects that are coming up and all these great plans. We're asking for volunteers right now, and you guys are like on the ground floor of something amazing. This is incredible. And it wouldn't be possible without people like JJ, Mr. Humble JJ. We love this guy. And Vision, the manager here, and Alien, the head of the DEA. I mean, we have some of the best people right here. And, sign up, volunteer, and join us, and be cool like us.
Wednesday of every month, we're having a poetry series called Burning Words that will also be open mic. April is National Poetry Month, and Jill Marlene will be organizing sort of a beat poet tribute. So anybody that wants to read any sort of beat poetry, that's available there for April. After that, we'll have 2 featured poets, and then it goes to open mic. And this goes through when Burning Man starts to happen, because I'm thinking you're going to be so full of so many creative people here that for the last week in August, there'll probably be a lot of local poets that can participate as well. But it's also open mic, so if you've been afraid of sharing your stuff, or even if you're not afraid of sharing your stuff, come share it.
Thank you very much.
Along that same line, if we have this fun place here, and if anybody wants to have an event during the week, we had our spanking party and different Mondays at the Morris. If you've got an idea and you want to do something, we're doing a burlesque show here next week. It's a training thing. I think it's on Monday. I think we talked about that.
Burlesque, belly dancing.
Belly dancing. I'm sorry, belly dancing.
Very close. Very close.
Hey. Same difference.
So yeah, it's going to be a drum circle and belly dancing.
Drum circles and belly dancing.
Belly dancing.
But if you guys have anything you want to do in a fun event or a gathering, please say so.
Beer belly dancing. Beer belly dancing.
Paint them up.
Any questions? Any people want to ask
Anybody
something?
any questions or comments, or I really appreciate. Oh, Nikki.
Right now we're talking about
For Monsters and Elves.
Yep.
Yeah, and we will be having extensive meetings starting next week. If you could, we'll coordinate with you if you could come to some of them, or you and I, and I'll put you in touch with the errands. Right. We've only just started getting this organized, and now, like I said, we're kicking into high gear. Yeah. So we've got like a month and a half. Absolutely. Yeah, and I would coordinate with the errands and pound cake. Any other questions?
I think that Demian here is want to talk about something. Demian, right here on your right. On your right. On your right. All the way to the right. Here we go.
Hi, I'm Damien, world renowned on the playa, Damien. And I have an idea that, can't hear me? Oh. The idea that I have is not only to help stand up the stage structure, and we'll need some volunteers and help with that, but to bring down a bunch of raw material, already cut out, drop pieces of stuff, repurposing all of it, and turning it into an art piece here for the yard. And because they gave me permission to play with fire, we'll put some gas in it.
Yeah.
So it will bring all the metal down here. We'll get with some people and come up with an idea of what we want to build. And then I'll bring my truck, all the equipment, everything that we need to do fabricating. And we'll build something collectively as a group and put it here in the yard for all of us to enjoy. But it'll be a kind of a community built, community fabricated, and also give people an opportunity to learn about welding and building and fabricating. It's kind of fun stuff. So that's my idea.
Thank you very much. And another fun project that going to start really soon, Monsters and Elves, for everyone that know, it's a fundraiser for a greenhouse. Together with Embrace, we're going to build Embrace on the playa, but here we're going to build the actual community garden that's going to be right there in the corner. Basically, if we're collecting all the money as we're expecting for Monsters and Elves, on June 1st, June 2nd, we will be able to go to the store and buy all the material and actually start build it. So if you guys want to get involved in the greenhouse, I know that we start created the event. Everyone said that they want to be part of the greenhouse. Hi, here we go. Here, have it. Yeah, you are a guest.
Well, I'm just saying, tying in with the community garden, Morse Hotel wanted to do a solar garden back here, and we did receive a grant from Reno Burners LLC for $300. So that's support to start the solar garden.
Awesome. So if you guys want to learn about glass blowing, and if you guys want to learn about LED and solar panels, we're gonna have a lot of solar in the building. If people are interested about learning about solar and become a part, BlackRock Solar gonna help us to put lots of solar in the building. So in every room you're gonna have a 12 watt LED. So the room will be really, really cool, and also in the hallway. So the raised gonna be over there, and you're gonna have lots of solar panels, and everything's gonna run solar. Our backyard and garden and everything is going to be solar operated, 12 volt with LED. So it will be really, really pretty. Something that people are going to come right now and step up more, it's help to create a backyard. This is JJ project, and you want to make it really pretty and very efficient. We want to make it really pretty from up in the air. So when we have satellite taking picture up in the air, it have to be a remarkable piece of art. So think bigger. So it's not just to make it pretty when people go inside, it's also to plan it in a way that you're going to have a picture and you're going to show your friends, this is where we build our project. This is the Morris Brenner Hotel. So you will be able to see it. More idea for more art, it's always welcome. I mean, we have the art rooms and we have the art spaces and we have the backyard, and we want really talented people to come and express themselves and learn about Burning Man and radical self-expression. It's a very important principle. And it's not just mean running around naked, it's mean the ability to build big stuff and not afraid to be expressing and showing what you would like to create and build really, really big art. And every time that we want to build something, we want to build it next time bigger and better. So come and help us and learn how to build big stuff and bring us in ideas. More questions? Anything that you guys really, really would like to know and you're afraid to ask? Something that you really want to make an assumption and you're sure that you know, but you don't know how to ask it. Something that you want to tell me like a yes. Yes. Gemini? Is Gemini still? How many hours it's the training for Rangers? Gemini?
Gemini!
How many hours is the practice, the training for becoming a Ranger for the Morris? So can we maybe call it a Morris Ranger Retreat and invite all of the people that want to become Rangers to stay here for a weekend, and we kind of do a training and we can go to sleep together and we can wake up in the morning and do more training and more scenario. And the mark over there is Tax Age. Tax Age, can we bring lots of Rangers and practice and learn? Wonderful. Awesome. So it's good to know. And if they say yes, great. We maybe can fit inside and become. And we can we bring our people that want to become Rangers to come to this Right. So it will be nice if we can join the trainings. If the Black Rock Rangers come to training, that will be fantastic. That will be great. If it's happening before Monsters and Elves, that's great. But if we got to see that it's going to be closer into 4th of July date, maybe we can have something ourselves for the Morris Ranger before Monsters and Elves, so people can sign up and.
I have something that might be an interesting way to do that. One of the projects that we've talked about that I really want to do before Burning Man is have a virgin training camp here and invite Playa first-time virgins and have a boot camp here and let them set up and let them learn and have people teach them what it means. But that might be a good time to do some of the Morris Burner Ranger training at the same time. Kind of an interesting thought. You can come and teach us, TechSage. Absolutely. Right. That's what I thought first time I was there. Damn, there's a lot of cops around here. I think it sounds interesting. Well, Yuri's night, we haven't really talked about it, but I could easily see us having a nice after party and a pre-party after party over here. And, again, there's still some rooms up there for people that want to stay. And, yeah. Ow! There you go.
Any more questions? Anything else that you guys want to know? Yes, Raj. Yes, more is going to be Camp on Playa. But the modification, we don't want to call it the Morris Burner Hotel. It's Inspiration Moesis. And we're going to create exactly what you guys feeling right now. We're going to create the Moesis on the Playa. The big truck behind us, that's going to look exactly like the Morris Burner Hotel with all the bricks and all the windows. And it's going to be standing right next to us. And then a big open space for our camp, for people to come. And it's Inspiration Oasis because we want people to come and talk to us and learn from the experienced burners, learn how we're doing it in Reno. So when you guys running around on the Playa, come and spend some time with us. We are going to have the jungle bus and we're going to have lots of cool stuff that we're going to talk to people. Of course, that we're going to have Monday at the Morris on the Playa. So Monday night, you guys already know what you're doing. Come to the Morris Burner Hotel on the Playa.
It'll be tied in with Galavan. Camp Galavan, Pirates of the Playa, and the Armor. Best bar on the Playa.
More questions?
Arr.
Any other questions? Thank you very much for everyone for coming. JJ, do you want to say anything else?
Thank you very much for coming.
And we're going to see you guys from now until whenever. If you guys want to come and talk to us, you see all the leads for the different departments. Go and talk to them and see how can you start volunteers and help. I know that they're going to need lots of help with the theme camps and art car and placement and kind of recruit to the people. And if you guys want to approach businesses and collect donations and gift certificate and meals in restaurants, we definitely going to need all that. So if you have connection in businesses that can give us a donation for items for the raffle, please start approaching these people. Let's not approaching artists. We don't want to ask more for artists for this event. We're already taking from artists all the time for all the other events. So let's start approach business that usually not supporting the burner community, but they want to support right now because we are the Morris Burner Hotel and because we are building Embrace. We are famous. So they want to come and help us. So please go and approach your friend and bring us items to the silent auction. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day. I found a key. I found a key for a Kia. If someone have a Kia that... Oh, okay. That was fast.